Hello and welcome to the beautiful gamepad here on the Lithium Project channel. I am Lithium Project, and it has been some time since we've last done a video in this series where I go through and rank various video games from the 80s, 90s and 2000s, the aughts as we should also call them. The last time we did this, I played a game called Super Gal for the SNES, I believe. And then I fell off because I was trying to finish a game, and also started a new series about WiiWare games, which I will continue with. But I figured it was time to catch up and play some more video games based around football. Specifically because I was just in Holland for the weekend and got to participate in the audience for Feyenoord versus PSV Eindhoven, which was a cracking match. They love their European tunes over there. Yeah, this is 90 minutes Sega Championship Football for the Dreamcast. This is our second foray into the Dreamcast. Pretty limited amount of games, football games for the system. This one's interesting though, because this is Small Bit. This is, you know, basically Sega's development team, who did a bunch of their sports titles and Jet Set Radio and stuff like that. So, if nothing else, we are absolutely going to get a banging soundtrack. That is, you know, at minimum. In terms of how the game plays, well, let's find out. But we got some super trippy backgrounds going on here. We'll go club, and you know, just because we were in Holland over the weekend, but we don't have any Dutch teams, but we do have Heart of Oak. Who the fuck are Heart of Oak? Okay, maybe not. We'll... Oh, it's quite boring. They do have legit teams by the looks of it. They do. No man red or man blue, any of this nonsense. You know what? Just because they're now not officially the worst team ever in the Premiership, we'll go Southampton against... Oh... Actually, yeah, let's go to other clubs. I'm going to give myself half a chance here. Minsk, why not? All the stars. We'll do 5. What do we got? Hard, easy. As always, for anyone who is new to this series, I go into these games completely blind. That one... Actually, that one looks a little bit like the Johan Cruyff Stadium that I visited yesterday, actually. Yeah, because I flew like it last night. Cool, we'll go with that one. But yeah, I go into these games completely blind if I haven't played them, and a lot of them I haven't. So usually the first like 30 seconds is me figuring out what the controls for these games are. That's half the fun. That's half the challenge. But, you know, it is Small Bit, so you're hoping that there's at least a level of quality in a way that European Super League had none. Is this the fucking Imperial March? What is this?
The players are coming out following the referee. These are today's starting 11. Firstly, the home team. Southampton. The goalkeeper is Jones. The defenders are Richards, Lundikvar.
Now, I am doing this through emulation, so, you know, there can be the occasional frame drop or issues of that nature. Alright, let's crack into it.
Well, it's time for kickoff.
Sega's been a bit of an interesting mixed bag so far in terms of the output, depending on like the system. Because while European Super League was utter dog, Virtua Soccer is still like #1, and it's probably going to be there for some time. Actually, no, sorry, it's like I think it's #2 now. I think PES 6 is now #1.
The first goal!
That could have been any more of a tap-in other than the fact that the foot wasn't used.
Scored an opening goal in the very early stages of the game. 0-1.
I've never seen a fucking celebration like that before.
Shutov was relaxed and slotted it carefully into the corner.
All right, let's try and focus a little bit on this. What are we doing?
It's a restart.
How do we run?
Pahars.
Is there a sprint button?
Attacking from the left flank. Pahars. Pass the ball. Shook off the defense. El Khalej. Tarluski.
Doesn't feel like there's a run button.
Chantalasov. Will it be a chance? A decent effort.
Oh, okay. We figured out how to shoot.
Here's what happened. BT. That was close. It hurts.
It does. It really does.
Stopping him at any cost.
Man.
That was a full charge. Will a card be shown?
Look at the 5 head on that.
Oh no, it's a yellow.
Oh no. The audience is just stunned.
A free kick from here. Orlovsky.
Usually you see a little bit more movement with crowds. Even with like the sort of 2-frame sprite setup that you get from this period. Like usually the difference between the frames is a little bit more pronounced than what's on offer here.
Sending a pass. Petkov. Denisuk. Chaika. Denisuk. Balin. A decent effort.
Oh.
Excellent goal.
Who knew Minsk could bring it?
Minsk 0-2. They have scored again.
Whenever I think of Minsk, I just think about that episode in Friends where Phoebe's partner has to go to Minsk.
This is the replay. Denisuk was checking
that is my only. I can't even remember which country Minsk is in, which is a bit embarrassing.
They have to regain composure.
Is it Serbia?
From a kickoff. Kashlul.
I apologize to the people of Minsk.
Oakley. To the right. Keep on passing. Tarluski.
I don't know. I did a slide tackle at some point.
Balin. Building up the play.
Okay, so top face button is to change character.
Really went for
character player.
He's completely free in front of goal. Oh, it's going over the line. A goal kick to resume the game.
Oh my god, come on, Mark.
Lundikvar.
I know you haven't been playing that many football games recently, but you're not that out of touch.
Petrescu. Dodd.
It's slow. That's the kind of main issue currently. It's really slow. It's definitely more playable than European Super League. Like, not that that's saying much.
Had a real crack.
Oh no!
Yakimovic.
But like turning feels really stiff.
Tap it to the front.
Not quite Tomb Raider stiff in terms of the turning circle, but it's not far removed.
Saved it somehow. Richards reading it well. Richards, pass it forward. Yakimovic, how will he attack from here? The time is, the first half is remaining, 15 minutes remaining. Petkov really went for it, denied by the post.
Oh man, what a goal line save.
It's a pass. What will he do?
Pass it back. Interesting.
Denisuk securely caught it. Waiting for the players to join. Releasing the pass. A powerful slide. What will he do? Free on the left side. Had a go. Pass it forward. Got nowhere to pass it to. Richards.
And it's doing none of the delay
Bring it back
input buffering. Like, you know, I'm pressing pass twice in succession to try and get something resembling like a 1-2, but it's not having any of it.
Got intercepted there. Dodd.
And like turning, there's such a delay between trying to turn left and right. It's really, really stiff. It's functional, like, you know, I've definitely played worse games on this series, but it's just, yeah, doesn't quite have the fluidity you kind of hope for in a 3D football game.
Breaking from the right. Pass. Would it be in?
I pressed that like a second before it shot.
Southampton didn't let that chance slip and scored in first half injury time.
Marginally back in it now.
1-2. Here's what happened. Kick off. Vasiluk. Oakley.
As I was saying to the people I was hanging around with in Holland over the weekend, I've been to a bunch of football matches in the past. Like I've been to Loftus Road. I've been to Craven Cottage. I know I've definitely seen a game at Stamford Bridge. I can't remember what the game was, but I know I went with my good friend who's a Chelsea fan.
Is waiting for the opportunity.
And then I've been to
to the front.
What did I see? Oh, Shamrock Rovers game here in Ireland. So I've been to a couple of games, but I'm really like I've got the bug, and I've got this idea about just going to a bunch of different countries and going to a bunch of different
Can they catch up and then overtake?
Stadiums to just like see as many different matches, many different stadiums as possible. I think that'd be a really fun venture to do, and it gives me, you know, an excuse to go to like different countries and different cities. But I'd like to go to like some of the lesser obvious ones, you know, if I was to go to Spain, because I've already been to Madrid, I've already been to Barcelona. I did the stadium tour for the Bernabeu, and I'm sure obviously a game there would be incredible, but I'd be more compelled to go to like a slightly smaller, like a Bilbao, which still isn't small, but I think that'd be far more interesting.
Petrescu. Tap it to the front. Petkov.
It's something I'm toying with, but obviously that requires substantial more money than I currently have.
It's a pass.
So it's something for the future.
Fine goal.
Did that go through the net?
Minsk are
I'm not convinced that went in. I want a VAR check on that.
Let's have a look at the replay.
Yeah, that didn't go in.
Kept it down superbly. It was hit sweetly.
Shenanigans.
Beautifully taken.
And also possibly I'd like to go to maybe some like Championship or League One games.
Tap it to the front.
But I mean, to be honest, that's probably going to still be just as expensive as going to, you know, countries kind of further in mainland Europe or whatnot.
Have a go. Oh, what happened there? Corner kick. Petrescu is checking what's happening in front of the goal. Southampton. There goes a high ball. Timed it well. The keeper's come out for the catch.
Definitely needs to go to a Scotland game as well.
Orlovsky. Vasiluk.
For that, I probably would go to like Celtic Park. That and because you know, it would be nice to go and visit Glasgow and Edinburgh again.
Sliding there. Petkov. Sliding there. Gone out of play. Minsk. He might try a long throw. Getting closer to the goal.
But money's required for these things, so.
Free on the right side. Swings the ball back in. Will he keep the ball? A foul.
Good job, Mark.
Going with the whole body.
That was a full throat challenge there.
The referee is calling the player. A red card. An immediate sending off. The situation is against them.
Down on my chances. Wait. Oh, I can. Nah. I'm not here for tactics. I'm here for vibes.
Ready for the rebound. His favourite left foot. Excellent goal. Minsk 1-4. They've added a goal at a great time. Let's have a look at the replay. Petkov made it to the finish from the surging run with great.
Is that the worst save I've ever seen from a keeper? It's not far off.
Kick off.
Also interesting, like looking at got a fair amount of sponsorship deals here.
Looking for the right timing. Return it.
Hello.
Yakimovic passing the ball around. Petkov.
Yeah.
Denisuk. It hurts.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a full charge. Southampton
No.
need to defend now to keep any hopes alive.
Not streaming.
Well cut out there.
Yeah. So,
Pass it
well
forward.
done you. You're now famous.
Bridge.
Excuse me, my YouTube account is much higher.
Release it once. Vasiluk.
Like 85.
Keep on passing. Waiting for the players to join. Building up the play. Balin. Keeping the ball on the left flank. Good sliding there.
Great tackle.
Attacking from the right flank. Pahars.
Let's get one more back in this.
Kashlul. Will it be a chance? Taking it on by himself. They've scored! Southampton, 2-4.
Who
It's
loves me?
time for the counter-attack.
Or he's about to give me bad news. Ooh.
Here's
Okay.
what happened. Pahars was losing
You don't
balance,
get to know about that
but
on air.
took it well in all that congestion. They have to regain composure, a restart from a kickoff. How will he attack from here? Taking it on by himself. Where will he release it to? Chaika.
Ball just doesn't even stick to players.
Pass the ball.
Like, while I get
Vasiluk.
the
Making
FIFA
the pass.
games of this period were notorious for
Passing
that
the
kind
ball
of thing,
around. Petrescu.
it's still better
Pass
than the
here.
alternative.
El Khalej. The ball's cut out by the defense. Denisuk. Sending a pass. Is checking the situation. Pass here. There's open space in front of him.
Also, the keeper AI is
An empty goal. It's
atrocious.
in! Minsk 2-5. They've added a goal at a great time. Let's have a look at the replay. Chaika. Kick off. Pahars. Balin. Release it once. Attacking from the left flank. The second half is coming to the 40th minute. Kashlul. Kashlul!
Ashlu!
It's a chance.
It is a
Will
chance.
it be a chance?
It is a chance.
Goal, goal, goal!
Are you not entertained?
Southampton, 3-5. It's time for the counter-attack. Here's what happened. Beatty was quickly to it. His reaction was amazing in the moment of confusion. It's a kickoff. Vasiluk. Release it once. Shoot off. Sending a pass. Out over the touchline. Minsk. This is a throw-in. Orlovsky. Petkov. How will he do? Shoot off. Clear on the right side.
Like, even trying to switch players, there's
He's
an input
completely
delay
free
on
in
that.
front of goal.
The whole thing
Goal!
feels like it's off by a second. I don't think that's the emulation. It's not
Denisuk
like
is
a...
in terrific form.
If I was to
It's
play,
a
you know,
hat-trick.
like a
3-6.
PS1 football game. So I don't know if it's like the Redream emulator,
Here's what happened.
or it's
Denisuk.
just the game
It was
itself.
hit sweetly, beautifully taken.
But it's not ideal.
It's a restart. The second half is in. The injury time is 3 minutes.
Commentary's not too bad. Commentary feels like fairly
Kashlul
natural. It doesn't feel too much like it has that issue
passed
of
it to the back. Lundikvar.
one piece of audio plays, then the next piece of audio plays
Shoot
to
off.
form like a sentence together.
Oakley. Want to pass the ball around.
Certainly for like 1990,000 standards,
Needs
it's not too
support
bad.
here. Players in the middle. It's loose. The path is open. Came out
Don't
to
know
make the
how
save.
that didn't go in.
Southampton need to regain possession soon. Shoot off. What will he do? Richards. Rushing out to catch it. Kashlul. Connecting with these passes. Released to the front. Shoot off. Making a pass.
Come on, ref, put me out of my misery.
What will he do? Ah! Rushing out to catch it.
Okay, there are some bits of commentary that are a bit off.
And there goes the
go.
Final whistle.
Jeez.
As you have seen, 3-6. Southampton. Unfortunately, they were unable to claim this game. The commentator was Alan Parry. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
That's not a thing commentators would say. I would say there are names like that. No, I'm good, thank you. Okay, 90 minutes Sega Championship football. As what else do we have here quickly? What's the difference between domestic and competition? Competition like a tournament cup, national cup, club cup, original cup. Set up your own tournament. So, world champion in this tournament. What is this? Okay, so it's a round robin league, World Cup sort of thing. So then domestic must be just a straight up league. Wait, so what the fuck is the World Championship then? Yeah, so that makes sense. Why would you also give me the default option of continue when I've never played this game before? Actually, no, Jesus Christ, why would I pick USA? There we go. So World Championship is just the other one, but it's just obviously for... but you can do that. Whatever. Alright, 90 minutes. Where am I with my list? So I forgot to get this set up, so you would be able to actually see the list of teams. I'll make sure the list of games that I played. I'll make sure for the next video that's back in. Actually, I wonder if I can. Yeah, this is back there. So, right. So half these games I don't remember. That's also good. But let's try and get something there. So Mia Hamm Soccer 64. Marginally better, and then River City Soccer Hooligans, if you remember, was like the weird sort of JRPG one, which is completely unplayable, but had a really unique like gimmick to it. And this is nowhere near interesting enough, even though it plays marginally better, but not enough that I think I can put it above that. So I think this is actually quite easy. So I'm going to take that. And our new number 15 in the rankings is 90 minutes Sega Championship Football. So there we go. Yeah, bit disappointed with that. I was hoping that Sega would like bring the goods for like, you know, their kind of. I guess this is like their official game for the Dreamcast, but it's got no source to it, unfortunately. So never mind. We'll leave it there for now. Please like, subscribe. And there will be more football games to be ranked as we kind of get back into the swing of things with this. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next time.